Hi people, Moreno Ravenberg here again. This is going to be another neutral topic. As the header clearly states, it already speaks for itself. Don't donate to charity. The reason I mentioned this, don't donate to charity, is because the majority, plain and simply put, the majority of charity businesses out there, the majority of charity or charitable organizations out there are like businesses. So that means they're automatically also subject to the negative aspects of businesses and corporations, such as fraud on a massive scale and whatnot. For example, if you want to donate to some kind of homeless veterans organization that claims to be a non-profit organization that helps disabled or homeless war veterans, don't do so, okay? Unless you're absolutely sure that the money actually goes towards its intended cause, so helping those veterans, don't do it. Because I have seen plenty of videos and I know for a fact that the majority, or at the very least a substantial amount of these businesses, of these so-called charities, are like businesses and they're hopelessly fraudulent and corrupt. In reality, if you, for example, donate $100 to any charity, it doesn't matter. It's widespread. Okay, it doesn't matter what branch it's in. Whether you're donating to a non-profit organization that claims to help stray animals such as dogs and cats, or something similar. In any case, the disabled, the needy, those in help of need, or those in need. Period. In reality, I think 90% of your money, 90% of that $100, so $90 will not go to its intended cause. Those homeless veterans will only see $10 of your money, and the other $90 will automatically go into the pocket of the organizer of said non-profit organization or charity. It's a really bad idea. It's a really bad idea. And this also goes for I already mentioned this in a previous video, for giving money to panhandlers and whatnot. Nah, people need to earn their keep. As long as if it's someone that has no arms and legs, even then I would refrain from giving people money altogether. Just don't donate money. You can do something else with that money. I'm not saying be greedy or anything like that, but do something else with your money. I mean, seriously, save it up, put it in a piggy bank, put it in a savings account, put it in any savings jar, anything else, but do not give money to panhandlers, hobos, homeless people begging alongside the street. Don't donate to charitable causes for reasons I already mentioned in the beginning. Regarding homeless people, like I said, I already mentioned this in a previous video as far as I know. I think how to deal with ungrateful people. No, because the majority of these people, they're able-bodied. Even if they suffer from some kind of mental disease or something like that, someone that's obviously of a sound mind and someone that wants to be a normal, productive member of society will, say for exceptional cases, of course, will automatically find their own way. If I, for example, became homeless, so to speak, I would get myself back on track as quickly as possible. Doesn't matter how low the pay is, whatever job I have to accept, whatever I have to do to get back on my feet to the point where I have a roof over my head and a steady source of income, etc., etc. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm referring to. I mean, I would do whatever it takes as long as it doesn't break my moral code or ethical code. I would push myself as far as it needs to, but for a lot of people do this. It's easy. You can easily go online and you'll find so many GoFundMe pages for people that claim to help, they need help with this and need help with that. People simply don't want to work anymore because they're of the opinion that sticking their hands out and begging is easier than working. That's my point. It's just ridiculous. I mean, honestly, people set up GoFundMe pages and related pages, like GoFundMe, where you can simply open up some kind of funding campaign for someone, on behalf of someone, for whatever reason. But people are way too easy to jump the gun on stuff like that. They're too easily fixated on doing that. It's easy to go on whenever they need something. Okay, I need help with college, and they pass themselves off as being broke or anything like that. No, I don't care how broke you are, even if you live below the poverty line. Try to earn your way. But you're literally, people nowadays, again, they do this because it's easier to stick your hands out like a parasite and beg than to actually commit the backbreaking labor and to actually sacrifice blood and sweat and tears in order to get things done. And my message is no, do not give these people any money whatsoever. Don't donate to charities. Don't give beggars or homeless people money, because the majority of them are able-bodied. They can go out and work for themselves, but they would rather stay alongside the street and beg for money. I don't care even if they're disabled, whatever. My point is that if you're serious about helping yourself, if you find yourself in a handicapped position, or if you find yourself in a detrimental state, whatever your state may be, okay, doesn't matter whether your house burned down or whether you only have one arm or no arms. Point is that you'll make excuses. Point is that you'll seriously get to it if you're serious. You won't make up excuses after excuses after excuses. You'll actually get things done. End of story. But nowadays I don't have to say anything. It's easy to do this, spare some change, spare some change. No, I strongly advise against it, okay? You can easily get a job. You can do whatever the hell you need to do to get on your feet. Of course, it's not a black and white matter. You also have, for example, homeless people that suffer from some kind of mental illness. But my opinion is that they're the state's problem then. Keep in mind, I said save exceptions. Of course, it's okay every now and then to give money to a homeless person. Just because you want to. I've done it too, you know. I've given money, for example, $100 to someone. Person will go, I can't believe it. You give me $100? I'm like, yeah, keep it. Hold on to it. Just because I felt generous, you know. I just felt like it. But that's just that, an exception. I'm talking about one hell of an exception. It's like a leap year in which February only has in which February has one extra day. Instead of 28 days, it has 29 days. That's it, okay? Exceptions, but in general, nah. Okay, the homeless, the disabled, they're the state's problem. The government is supposed to deal with them. End of story. But do not give these people money. Don't donate to charities or anything like that, because the majority of charities, unless you're sure, like I said in the beginning, that the money is really going towards that charity, as in it's actually going towards helping poor puppies in need and whatnot. But nah, nah. Do not donate, okay? Believe me, because you won't ever see that money again. I've seen so much raw footage and whatnot of these so-called charities getting busted, and it turns out that it's all a scam. You know, you can imagine if for example, 100,000 people walk past a month, some place where they have some kind of collection plate, and one person puts $1. In a month, it's $100,000. Even if only half of these people throw $1 in that jar or in that collection plate or bin, it's $50,000. Okay, it's like an annual income for the average American. So that is my point exactly. Okay, it's nothing but a scam. Okay, roughly estimated 20% will go, 70% will go into the person who organized, will go to the person who organized everything. 20% will go to his accomplices or her accomplices, you know, the people that put everything together, the people that were his subjects, basically, the head man's subject or the head woman's subject, and only that $10, that measly $10 will see it going towards its actual purpose, intended purpose. So no, don't make mistakes like that, okay? Don't throw your money around senselessly when it comes to non-profit organizations, charities, the homeless, the disabled, and whatnot. No, because the majority of them out there globally are fraud, okay, or they're at least shady is the phrase I was looking for. They're at least shady in terms of activity. So yeah, do not do so. Bye.